It seems like they heard somebody likes Johto Pokemon, so we get the Johto First Partner Pokemon, otherwise known as starters. That's the Pokemon company themselves, they like to call them First Partners. But yeah, Sierra's gonna have Totodile right here. For the most part, when I fight Sierra, Cliff, Arlo, the Team Go Rocket leaders, they're not as difficult as Giovanni, at least for me, and probably for the most people. You know, everybody's situation differs, of course, but I just generally make the battle a little bit more hard than it needs to be, so yes, like if you have, 3,000 CP legendaries, mythicals, whatever, mega, Pokemon, use that and just like stomp them. I try to inject the strategy that you can use for all Team Go Rocket fights, but also show like, hey, if you're kind of more towards that 1,500 CP or below on your Pokemon's power, well, that's kind of what I show off. So again, we're making the fight a lot harder by like not using legendaries and mega Pokemon that you could probably just like solo some of these with. Totodile, essentially, when you have a water Pokemon, especially using water moves like Totodile using Water Gun right now, there's no better if you have at least a water Pokemon that's weak to grass. The only way it wouldn't be is if it had a dual typing that made it resist a little bit to nullify that out. But yeah, you just, Alolan Executor does have the part dragon along with the grass type as well, so you are gonna have like a major resistance to water with this Pokemon while dealing grass type damage. Now, you could go with a full dragon moveset if you ever needed that, but usually it's gonna be the case that you need grass, and so we're gonna go ahead and switch to our next Pokemon once Staraptor's up in this piece. And so Staraptor right now, what is it giving us? I think it's giving us Quick Attack, actually, and so kind of no matter what, if it was giving us Quick Attack or if it was giving us Gust, some kind of flying fast move, let's say, Probopass is going to counter that pretty well, right? Because it's rock and it's steel, and so when you consider the type resistances, strengths, and all that stuff, always good to kind of address the fight based on what it can resist while dealing super effective damage, right? We can do electric here with Probopass. You could also have rock type attacks, steel, all those are good against flying, so if you got Staraptor right there, pretty good choice. And again, you could power yours up as close as you can get to 3,000, like I have nerfed myself or whatever. But we're gonna have some tips just in text and stuff on screen that kind of give you the general rundown of Team Go Rocket fights and some strategies you can use, again, if you are kind of struggling with it a little. Like this one's kind of interesting, we've been doing this all match, but for instance, I'm using a charge attack right here, and so we go ahead, we pull that off with Thunderbolt right now against this Drapion, and you notice that the Drapion does not attack us after that charge move is done, so it takes almost 3 seconds for that to happen, right? It's because Team Go Rocket, whether it's Giovanni, Grunts, anybody that you're fighting in TGR, they stand still every single time that you use a charge attack or they use one, so if you're shielding, that's fine too. If you switch, if they faint, if you faint, any of that stuff, it makes them stand still, and so that's just time that you really want to be kind of attacking with your fast attack. Don't use your charge attack even if you have it ready, even if you have enough energy to fire that off. Don't use it until right about when they're gonna attack. Again, it's just about 3 seconds. It's a certain number of turns in Pokemon Go. We are gonna go ahead and lose the Alolan Executor. We probably wouldn't even need the Garchomp right now if, again, we had it all like powered up in the 2000s or whatever for our other Pokemon. There's a lot that can kind of solo this, to be honest, if they're in the higher CP amounts. But we'll go ahead and finish off with Garchomp. Drapion takes super effective damage from ground, so why not, right? Yeah, Sierra underestimated us. This was a trainer account at level 40. Team Go Rocket has higher CP the higher your trainer level is. So if you are less than 40, you'll have lower CPs to fight, right? And you could power yours up to, again, higher than mine. Hopefully it makes you do a lot better, so please click an end screen on screen, catch another video, and thanks for viewing.